Hello and welcome back to Griffiths Graphics. Today we're going to go and do a drop it challenge. If you haven't watched the drop it challenge, there's two other videos down below you can click and watch. The drop it challenge is a unique way to do some logo designing, but also a bit of exploring and seeing new places, which I enjoy doing. I enjoy going to new places, exploring new places. My thing was coming up. And that's the idea of a drop it challenge. I drop the street view icon onto a random place in the United Kingdom, and I have to redesign a business in that 360 view. So with that, I'm going to go straight into it and click record on my screen. And right, let's zoom out here. I did a practice run earlier and I landed in Wales and I was well chuffed. So, right, Birmingham. I'm going to start in Birmingham, right, to circle. So, I'll start here, and the aim of the game, I'm going to close my eyes and randomly drop it in a random place. So, I'll start there, tab comes up. Right, I'm going to spin. Oh, God. Right. I'm in France, am I? Asturias. It's very pretty wherever I am. It's a quad bike. Ooh, I like a quad. Where am I? That's really pretty. Look at that. That's an old little chapel. That's a business. Apartments. I could do a redesign for apartments. What's that flag? Is that Sweden? Is it a yellow cross? That's a really pretty village. So I can't go there, unfortunately, but because I couldn't see any businesses with the names, to be honest. But that's really pretty. Where the hell is that? Oh, way off. I'm in Spain. How did I end up in Spain? Right, I thought it was in Sweden, but it was a really pretty village. Right, let's go back. If I land in Europe and I could see a business, I will probably do it. But to start off, and I want people to comment on these videos, the drop it videos, because I wouldn't mind going to a random place I haven't been. If you've been, let me know and I'll drop it there then. Right, spinning around. So I'm going to start above Birmingham. A heart, by the way, on the Google Maps. That's actually where I'm from. Right, 3, 2, 1, spin. That's not UK either, is it? Cultra. Galway! Cultra Inn Bar Lounge. Galloway. Is that Galloway? County of Galloway. The only thing I've got here is the Cultra Inn Bar and Lounge. I don't think I can do that. I don't really want to do a pub, to be honest. I've done a pub, I've done a hotel. I wouldn't mind doing something a bit more different. But I'm chuffed I landed in Ireland. Right, last drop then. I'm going to start in Galway, not Galloway, Galway. Right, starting Galway, and then spin. Last drop. Oh my God. Where am I? Scotland. Really pretty. Really pretty. But I'm in a bit of a pickle now, just because there's no business here. But on this map here, there is a pub. The Ship in St. Dunamo. So because I've done all three opportunities now, so I have to stick with this. So I haven't seen the pub yet, but I'm gonna put the Ship in. Oh wow. Look at that. That's a really old building. Put a timer on. Timer starts Now, so the ship in St. Drummoor, that's the idea of, that's the, my tripod's gonna fall. Right. So that's the business I'm going for. If I bring you down, you can see my little sketchbook, my device is on charge. Right. So saying that it's a really old building, the first thing I think of is that ship. That ship is pretty, a ship, obviously, shipping. But it's got really old architecture. I like this. The pub architecture. Everybody has their way of designing a logo. Everybody has their way of designing something. This is my, especially with Drop It Challenge, because there's no original brief. I'm just here to create a basically base a brand off their history and heritage and the area. So it's not the correct way of doing thing, but it's definitely some things you need to consider when creating a logo. So Drummoor Bay is quite pretty, isn't it? Like, it's right at the top of, I would love to go there. Wow. So I'm gonna explore a bit now to find out a bit. Is there a website? Let's see some photos. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. It was, oh no, September 2023. It was remade. It's a shame, really, to redesign this, because I could see what they're doing. That it was in that ship. That's been there for years. Must have been like, and then the lantern. I do like the lanterns. I don't really want to redesign this place, to be honest, because after seeing that, it's open. After seeing that photo, it just makes you realize there's a lot of history there. When was this then? June 2023. It was like that. So September 2023, it had a bit of paint on it. Look at the markings. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's why I enjoy doing this Drop It Challenge, is because you find places and that's an old ship, that. Can I see it? Oh, it's an old barge, isn't it? Yeah. It looks very quiet, Drummoor. Motorbiker. Must be good roads around here to ride bikes. Can you go down on the pier? So what I'm thinking at the moment, when I think of a pub next to a harbour, I think it as an escape. It's a home, for a long sailor, that's just gone out for a while, and missing the family. He comes home, you think of that first drink, you think of a lantern, you think of the lighthouse at the end of the pier, you think about land and the shipping. That's how I think of it. Drummoor Beach. Let's have a look at the beach. It's quite cute. Really pretty. Well, it's obviously not a holiday destination. Very local town. It's probably quite a seaside. A lot of people fish. Yeah. Okay, so it's a very small place. I love it. Right, the shipping. I think I've got 17 minutes, 17. So I've got a harbour lantern. I like the idea of the lantern, thinking homage to the pub architecture. The pub has lanterns. You also think of lanterns on the ship. And then I also think the home, and being a small village, and grown up in a small village, I always think of home when I think about back to a small village, in it. And a lot of these must have been fishermen gone out to sea. You're risking your life. Fishermen isn't a fishing isn't a it's a dangerous job. It's dangerous. The sea can be cruel. So with that, I'm going to go and stick with the lantern idea. I think because I've got limited time, that's why. So I'm going to go with the lantern idea. And honestly, that's how much new doodling or writing I've done. But I think because we're working with time, I need to think about the design side of it. So if I go here then, and let's start thinking about lanterns. I'm going to have a quick look at the photos in here. That looks nice. Rolo chocolate. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, wow. Shit, nice food. What's that then? What's that photo? Has there been an incident out there? I haven't really looked at the history. St. Drummoor, the ship in history. Oh, look. About the ship in then, okay? A family-run traditional pub by the sea owned by Mark and Wendy Bird, their daughter Katie and her partner Aaron. It was 2021. Okay. So there's no further history on... There's just a bit of information. Hope the pub's going well. The ship in Drummoor covered. The village name comes from a nearby Drummoor Castle, which was built in the 1500s. Gaelic phrase Drummoor, a big mound. Okay. Let's see Drummoor Castle then. This is why I enjoy doing the drop it challenge, because it gives us, you and me, the idea to see somewhere new. To where there's lamb degrees up there. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's just a farm. Okay then, screw that. So Drummoor, big mound. So I've got 10 minutes almost now. I've got about 10 minutes to redesign this logo or create this logo. It's a shame, really, because I don't think this place needs a rebrand, because I love the idea of having the picture just there, because it shares its history. It's a shame, really, because I didn't really... Right, let's take some colour. I'll have to be a blue if I... Oh, come on, Drummoor. I'm going to get some... I think I'll get a white and a blue. If I get I'm just going to pick anything, yeah. It doesn't really... I think it suits like a dark blue. And then maybe a grey or silver. Not white would be fine. Right, okay. Oh, it's a shame, because I've just picked the font and just gone for it. And it doesn't deserve this. Right, so unfortunately, within the 20-minute timer, I've created this hump of crap, to be honest. I'm not happy with it. So the idea was that it's an old pub, 15th century pub. So take a calligraphy or a Gothic styled font. It was a bit of a more of a contemporary palette, so dark teal blue to mimic the sea. But then the idea of the lantern was, I think the idea is there, using a lantern. And I kept thinking about the mound, Drummo being a Gaelic meaning of big mound. So you could use a lighthouse on a mound as an example. But sticking with the lantern, I've kept with the lantern because the lantern is on the outside of the pub. Lantern's outside, okay? Personally, so I forgot the names of the owners now. But if you're the owners, personally, I wouldn't use another logo or consider changing it. I think using that ship is all that you need. And because it shows a bit of history, it shows character. I love the idea of the lanterns. Personally, looking at this now, it looks like it's a house. But yeah, I don't think you need to change the logo. I don't think you need a rebrand. I think you should stick with your traditional roots. I love that quick carving or painting of the ship. Yeah, when it comes to printed ephemera and menus and so on, maybe use that image or get a font made. Yeah, so this is the first time, or the third. I've been lucky in the last two videos where I'm quite happy with the outcome. This one, I've cheated by using a vector that's already made and downloaded a font that's already been designed. You know, it's quite nice. If you didn't want, well, I don't know. I'm a bit flat, to be honest. I'm a bit flat because it's such a good business, I think, and where it is, I love the location. Would love to go and visit as well. Take some photos of Drummo itself. It's a shame because I'm not happy with that, and it doesn't represent the shipping of what I've seen it. Yeah, I think it needs to be more handwork than digital. So engravement and things. Yeah, but that's what I've created in the short period of time. And obviously what I've did mention is when you create logos, this isn't the way you do it. This challenge is made to challenge you, made to put you under pressure and find as much as you can from the business. So you could see where I was going when I was talking about the ship, pub being pub architecture, so it's quite pretty. The history and the lanterns. I do love the idea of the lantern. I think there's something there within a lantern. A lantern represents hope, light, guidance, especially when it comes to shipping. Very historical for shipping, actually. So a light would represent a home. And a pub can be a home. You know, it's a public house. It's a place where people would come and talk, meet up again. And yeah, it's where community goes, and I think that's what the ship in is. Even though I'm roughly about 8 hours away, and 500 miles away from Drummo, 400 odd miles away from Drummo, and what I can see from that business, it's very family orientated. And that's what it should be. I think it should follow the route of the light, using the mound. Yeah, so again, hopefully you can see now how hard it can be, because I cheated quite a bit in that project. Quick brief. But, we got something out of it. I think there's a concept to play with the light, the lantern. Personally, that lantern needs to change because it looks more of a miner's lamp. But yeah, there's a concept there. So you can see within 20 minutes, there was a concept. A concept was created within 20 minutes. A small village with a pub in the heart of it, always probably representative home for a lot of people, a community there. A lot of people would drink there, community, sailors and fishermen would go away, come back after a hard trip and so on. I think, and being a harbour and a little port there, a little harbour then, I wouldn't call it a port, you have the lighthouse, you would have had light guiding people home, and that's what the shipping is. So with that, thank you very much for watching. It'll be a bit of in the next video, hopefully I'll be out and about. I've got quite a nice little video coming soon before Christmas as well, and it will be themed as well. It will be themed on a certain TV show. So I'll leave you with that. Catch you in the next one. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.